Okay, I'm just going to go over a couple of quick things about how I make bottom bouncers. I don't actually go out to the field with a bunch of pre-made stuff. I usually just make them on the spot. So here I have my little box that I carry with me. Got the beads. I've got these, I like the weights to slide free. I'll show you where and how I get those. I've got obviously some swivels, a whole host of hooks. These are snaps for lures. I have a small collection of slow death rigs, and of course the little floats. And I also have some other stuff here that I use sometimes, just depending. So I have a whole bunch of different options. I like to carry this box with me, and sometimes I just make a quick determination of what I'm going to use at that time. I also have another box of bottom bouncers. I typically have 1 to 4 ounces. I don't typically need more than 4. I don't typically use 1s. It seems like 2s and 3s are where I usually end. I use specifically fluorocarbon leaders here in the Pacific Northwest for my bottom bouncers. The reason I use fluorocarbon is that it's so much stronger than monofilament, but it doesn't get tangled up like the braids do. So I really like this stuff right here. Here I have a couple of floats and a couple of hooks. This Berkeley hook, I had one of these break, like it wasn't, the tensile strength was not strong enough, and so it just broke in the middle. And so I'm a little concerned about these. I'm going to keep an eye on these in 24 and see if we have the same problem. I'm not sure what the size of these are, but this is about the size I use. And then I always prefer the bigger float over the smaller float. It seems in Tri-Cities you can only find the smaller float, but I actually like the bigger ones. I ordered these from Jann's Netsport. And then these I actually get in Ranch and Home, and these are the little things so that my weight can slide freely on the line. I think it's very important for feeling the fish and kind of getting better feel for what you're doing in there. And what I'll do is I'll actually tie one of these up and show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, and just to finish up my short little series of video here for my bottom bouncer, this is my Berkeley lightning rod. Now I've tied this up. Earlier I kind of went through all the bits and pieces. This is my Berkeley lightning rod. It's a 7-foot medium, and I think this is a really good rod. I would have bought 4 of these had I been thinking ahead of time, because it's been a real good rod for bottom bouncing for kind of medium kind of fish that we catch. So here you see the slider that I put on. Now it seems weird to hook this bottom bouncer on like this, but I've actually found that these bottom bouncers, the whole key here is to avoid tangles and stuff, and so that's what I've done here. This bottom bouncer will kind of help keep the line straight, and the little slider keeps the line free. I've got a swivel right here with a bead. I always like to protect my knot with a bead. That's the primary purpose of that bead. And then down here, again, float, bead to protect the knot again. And if you're catching a lot of fish, that's a good thing to have. It also helps preserve the life of the float. And then of course the slow death hook. And that took me about 3 minutes and 45 seconds to set up. So it doesn't take very long. It catches a ton of fish. And it's if I'm gonna say, if we're having a tough day and I wanna say, well, let's put some fish in the boat with a bottom bouncer, this is how I do it. One more quick note, we catch a lot of fish with jigs. They're very effective against smallmouth bass, sometimes against walleye if you can find them. Not all jigs are created equal. Notice these jigs here I like quite a lot. They have this excellent keeper if you're fishing with plastics. I don't really care about the eye, but they have a very long shank here. You see I have them now in 3/8 and 1/8. The heavier is going to be better for deeper conditions, the lighter for more shallow conditions. The lighter you can fish, the better. I also have these jigs for very deep water for spring and winter. But just a quick word about it.